Good morning. It's a gray day here at Lake Chapala, and I'm talking about it because it's unusual. It's beginning of August, 68 degrees, 9:30 in the morning, sprinkling a little bit. Usually, the sun will burn the clouds off by now. Not today. That island out there is Scorpion Island, Isla de Alacranes. Somebody asked me about it the other day. Somebody also asked me about dangerous animals, and we have them. Here's one of them. You are in danger of falling in love. Her and her sister just hang around the neighborhood. They're very wild. You can't get near them. Well, I'm going to go back in the house and talk to you today about discount cards that seniors can get in Mexico and some of the things that you get a discount on. Well, I'm going to stop right here and make a footnote for those of you who have the desire or the need to be in a hurry. This video is going to be about a couple of government-issued discount cards that you can get as a senior citizen in Mexico. You can get a discount on a hotel, you can get a discount on the grocery store, you can get a discount at the shoe store, you can get a discount on the airlines, the buses, and a whole bunch of things in between. You have to be 60 years old, so if you're one of those people that's in a hurry, or you're a millennial and it's going to be 20, 30, 40 years before you're old enough to use one of these cards, I would say that this probably is going to be an absolute waste of your time in the rest of this video. Or you could just be a nice person and tell your grandmother about it. And for the rest of you, I'm going to slow down and go at my normal pace. If you happen to be a little closer to the age that this might be useful information, stick around. Please enjoy my stories or whatever else might be on my mind today. Today I'm going to talk about some discount cards. Oh, but first, update on the dentist. These are temporaries. I've spent hours and hours in the dental office, and I've had a root canal. They've ground down 6 teeth to be crowned, and I get the final crowns tomorrow morning. So by the end of the week I'll have a video for you on how much does it cost to go to the dentist. So please subscribe and hit that little bell if you'd like to see that soon. The country of Mexico offers 2 kinds of discount cards to senior citizens. And a senior citizen is if you are 60 years old or older. You have to be a legal resident of Mexico. You can't get it as a tourist, so you have to be either a temporal or permanente resident or a Mexican citizen. But as an expat, you have to have a legal residence card in order to make an application for these discount cards. There are 2 kinds. One of them is a federal program, and the other one is a state program. The federal card is called the INAPOM card. The blue tape is to block out information about us you don't need to know. And this is the DEEF card, so this is the state card. State of Jalisco in this case, and federal, the INAPOM. Oh, by the way, I have lots of notes and coffee. This video is going to be chopped up because all of this information that I'm going to share with you is in Spanish. And it takes me a minute to figure out what the heck it's talking about, to translate it to myself in order to explain it to you. So the rest of this might be a little choppy when I edit it, but here goes. So let's start with how do you get these cards? It's the same paperwork, and in, at least here in Chapala, the same office to get both of them. And what you need is notes, the same information for both the DEEP and the pump cards. Just make duplicate copies of everything you need when you go to do it. One, the original and 2 photocopies of your residence card, if that's a temporal or permanente residence card. Number 2, your passport and 2 copies of the photo and signature page of your passport. 4 small photos of yourself, either in black and white or in color, and you must be facing forward. And a lot of times they don't want you to have glasses on, even if you wear glasses. You'll notice in Lynn's, no glasses. Because we went there the first time with a picture with glasses and they refused it. Can't have glasses in the picture. Your blood type and your proof of residence, which can be an electric bill, a telephone bill, a water bill. And then if you're renting a place, the bills aren't probably going to be in your name, so they will refuse you that if the bills aren't in your name. But the way around it is, if you're renting a place, you get a copy of the bill in the owner's name, and then a copy of your rental agreement to show a connection between you and the address. So let's talk about some discounts and what can you get with these cards for senior citizens in Mexico. Foot doctors, 30% off. Mattresses, 5%. Farmacia, 5%. I use it at the Walmart here in Ajijic. It's 5% off at the pharmacy, or the farmacia. The balneario, that's the hot tubs, big, huge, volcanic little water-heated swimming pools and a spa and all that kind of stuff. It says in here 50% off, and it used to be 50% off, but I think then for a while they were only doing 10% off. And then somebody told me that they were doing 10% on the weekends when the place was full of Guadalajarans and 50% during the week. Things change. A hotel in Guadalajara, 30% off. Eyeglasses, 10%. Another one, 25%. Orthopedic supplies, places that sell like crutches and wheelchairs and rent them and things. 10%, 30%, 12%, that 15% percentages at different places. Those would be in Guadalajara. A sports complex, I think it's like a place where you go to exercise. It's 100% off of the initial fee to get in, to join the club, and then 10% off of your monthly rate. Taco shop, 10%. Long list of restaurants in Guadalajara, these would be 15%, 10%, 15%. The museum on Independencia, 100%, which would be gratis, free. Shoe stores, there's a whole 2 pages of them. 15%, 10%. Hospitals, Hospital Mexico Americano, 15% off. Opticas, a whole page full of places to get glasses, 10%, 20%, 15%, 20%, etc., etc. Homeopathic doctor, 40%. A doctor for old people, 40%. Neurosurgeon, 50%. Dentists, 15%, 20%, 20%, 35%. Foot doctors, 8%, 10%. Store that sells sporting goods, 10%. A store that sells umbrellas, 10%. Oh, hearing aids, 15% and 20% off of batteries. Transportation. Oh, this is a good one. I've used the buses. It's 50% off of the bus. I decided to go to Guadalajara on the bus one day, and I went and grabbed these cards because I don't carry them all the time. And where's that one? So I grabbed this one, and the stuff that's all blocked out is information about me. It says my name and my address and my phone number and whatever. And I grabbed that and went and got on the bus and showed it to him, and it was 25 pesos instead of 50 pesos to go to Guadalajara. And then coming home, you have to buy a ticket in the bus station. So I go to the bus station and I hand the card to them, and they say, "This isn't your card." And I said, "Well, sure it is." And they turn it around and show it to me. It's Lynn's card. The deal is that the owner of the card has a picture and information about them, and then on the other side, which looks like the front of the card to me, is who to call in an emergency. So this whole side of the card is about me on Lynn's card, and on Lynn's card, and on my card, it's all about her on the front of the card. Reminds me of going to the grocery store and looking for coffee filters. They're not with the coffee, and they're not with the creamer. They're in the appliance department with the new coffee machines. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, we're talking about transportation. 50% off of the bus. The Tequila Bus Express, that's a tour to the factories and tequila factories. 40%. Farmacias Similares, and that's a chain. It's all over the country. 10% off. And at Soriana, that's a big box store. 5% off. And I think I already said I get 5% off at Walmart at the pharmacy. Tiendas de ropas, that's clothing stores, 10%, 20%, 5%, 5%, like restaurant chains. Vips, 15%, Sanborns, 10%, Sirloin Stockade, you might have heard of that one, 15%. Museums, free. Photo studio, get your picture taken, 20%. Oh, hotels, 20%, 20%, 25%, 50%. The Hotel Phoenix, very famous, a big, fancy, nice hotel, right in close to the historical district, 50% off. Hotel Plaza del Sol. Plaza del Sol is an older shopping mall in Guadalajara. 50% off at the hotel. Notarios. A notario is a special lawyer who's licensed by the federal government of Mexico to handle real estate transactions. In the United States, the equivalent is a title company. We don't have title companies here or title insurance, but you have special attorneys who are charged with making sure that the title is correct. Public services. Here's a really big one. Your property tax and your water bill are 50% off. Now here in the district of Chapala, they don't do that for foreigners. And the reason they don't, of course, is because there are so many of us that are property owners here that it would seriously eat into the city budget. They do it in San Juan Cosala, and they do it in Jocotepec. Both of those are for tax purposes in Jocotepec. So, even though they don't do it here, if my property tax is about $300 a year, and it would be $150 a year if they did it here, which they don't, for me. My Mexican friends that are over 60 years old, half off on their property taxes, and half off on their water bill. And my water bill runs about between $200 and $300 a year. To get a passport, 50% off. That would apply to Mexicans. It certainly doesn't apply to expats. That's the state discounts from a list, like I said, which is some years old, for the DEEF card. The INAPOM, a federal program, these are actually places that I have used it. A hotel in Puebla, 25% off. This was a discount going to the Federal Preserve for the Morelia butterflies, and I got into that for 50% off with my INAPOM card. I also went to, it's the equivalent of a national park down by Urupan in Michoacan, and it's a bunch of waterfalls. It's an incredible place. Maybe I've got some video and pictures of it. Maybe I'll make a video of that. But I got into there for free. I've been to a museum in Zacatecas where I got in for free. Well, I did the same thing for the federal INAPOM card, and there's pages and pages, like 30 pages of stuff that you can get discounts for here, and frankly, I bored myself in editing that part for the state of Jalisco, so I'm not going to give you that, but I'll just give you some highlights. One of the things that people get excited about when they first see the list is airlines. And, you know, American Airlines, Aeromexico, they're on there. Lots of tourist agencies, travel agencies. And it says 10% off at American Airlines. They're on the list. Don't get terribly excited about it because they're highly restricted, difficult to get, very few seats per flight, and I've never been able to score. And I've tried. Hotels. There are hotels all over the country of Mexico that you can get 10, 15, 50% off. Just about every category that I went through in the state is also available through the federal card. Anyway, they're both great discount cards. And if you're on a budget, they can be a real help. Hey, if you like me, give me one of those thumbs up. And please subscribe and hit that little bell so you know when I post next. Please share me with your friends on social media. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed what was on my mind today.